Dire team pick.
Oh, okay. Not sure if I'm a big fan of this Necrophos pick, but no, it's 33 playing. He knows what he's doing here.
Yeah, I guess it helps versus the, if you get caught inside the root from the Lone Druid, then you can just pop the Ghost Shroud and stop yourself taking any right-click damage. As well, when he pops that Spirit Link, if you just get that Ghost Shroud onto yourself as well, it stops him being able to heal off you so much. But yeah, it doesn't feel like a super hard counter or anything like that.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it's also pretty flexible hero in terms of what items you're gonna go for. Huh. I mean, what? Wait, is this a portal on Druid? Am I missing something here, or is this like
No, I think it's carry
Lone Druid? Why are they saving their position 5 for last?
Well, they don't have 10th pick, so they want to just get out their cores now, and I understand that, but yeah, I don't understand the Lone Druid and the TA coming out together.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like these two heroes are a little bit, I don't know, they're very reliant on this laning phase going extremely well for them right now, Final Tribe.
Yes, they are. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm fine with I'm actually more fine with this 4th pick TA than I am with the Lone Druid 3rd, but because, yeah, as you said, they don't have 10th pick, so the TA is definitely a hero that IP would ban or pick, so they snatch it up. That's actually quite smart. But they do pick this Lone Druid without knowing what's the offlaner, or like what's the lane they're going to be facing. It's going to be Nyx plus something. I mean, I'm actually fine if they take the Brewmaster now, or I'm trying to think of other offlaners that are pretty good versus Lone Druid. The Batrider was already taken out. Oh, they banned the Lion 5. Okay. I don't know. I still think the Brewmaster is still probably the best hero they have here. Centaur could be interesting. You are against that Necrophos. Maybe, the Ags comes a priority, but
10 seconds
I would be surprised not to see the Brewmaster ban, but we are casters. We always
5 seconds remaining.
We always get to slap in the face when we are very confident about something.
Always, exactly. It's the rule. It's the rule. Yeah, I find it easy. Actually, I find it more interesting that NIP didn't save themselves for the final pick. They're the ones with the 10th pick, and they've already picked both their calls as well. But I guess 33 is also capable of kind of handling the game by himself if you do give him this crazy offlane pick.
Yeah, I guess the Necrophos could be offlane though, and they might still pick a meta. Yeah, they're gonna take that sniper out.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, I'm fine with the Shadow Shaman pick.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty similar to the Lion there, a lot of control, and does offer some pushing. They have a lot of pushing actually with the Desolator on the TA, the Lone Druid plus Shadow Shaman. Their team fight is pretty solid. They are relying a little bit on Blink Daggers here, that tiny, and maybe the Shadow Shaman will, pick it up eventually.
10 seconds remaining.
It's an interesting draft. Lone Druid is here that doesn't show up that much, but I like it. I think it has a very strong mid game, but I also think that it has, like, it falls down pretty quickly. If you get that Radiance and you don't win a couple of fights, or if you get that Radiance and you don't get a lane of barracks, suddenly the Lone Druid feels pretty flat eventually.
You may now select
all right, so I assume mid Monkey King. And yeah, it's going to be a 33 Necrophos. All right.
33 Necro. I mean, they wanted the lane up versus the Lone Druid with a Necrophos, and they're still going to get it. I think this is Final Tribe being taken advantage of a little bit here, because they were saying, oh, well, Lone Druid, they picked the Necrophos into Lone Druid at mid. We don't want that matchup. We'll just move our Lone Druid to the safe lane, and Ninjas and Pyjamas do the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And, Monkey King's actually pretty decent versus TA. You would think that, she's a range hero, but very low range, and you can still get the life steal on all of the creeps, so you don't care that much about Psyblades. I think this is great. I think this is going to be an interesting game. Hopefully, more competitive than the first one. You think that Darkseer is going to struggle, though? That, Bane...
5 seconds
yes,
remaining.
you did say that, Peter Pan is one of the field supports that like to play the Bane 5, but it's so good versus Darkseer because he cannot creep skip, or he cannot just draw out from the creeps. So he's going to have to actually try and lane, and there's a lot of good potential there against a hero like Juggernaut.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jug really strong versus the Darkseer as well. Like he's got the magic immunity, he's got the healing ward. Like there's nothing really Darkseer can do in this top lane. Last game he had a really strong time. You know, he was just destroying everybody as the offlane Darkseer. I think it's gonna be the complete opposite this time.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what happens here. That is a dope Necrophosad, actually.
He's looking pretty
Doesn't even
fly.
look- yeah, doesn't it look like a scythe actually? What?
Yeah,
Looks
not,
like,
not too sure about the staff, but oh, it's got a little rat face as well.
That's true. Is this a new set? I think it is from TI8, right? The dungeon.
they had those animal sets coming out.
Mm-hmm. Lone druid with pretty hipster beard as well.
Looking pretty fly.
Pretty dope.
All right, let's go. Ninjas in Pyjamas versus Final Tribe. Game number 2 here for the StarLadder EU qualifiers. MVP screens. I still think they should customize these for like ticketed games. They should have like special stats for like pro games and such when you got those MVP screens. That would be really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And PPD actually 13 commands in 25 games. So is playing pretty well apparently. So Henskin will go to that off lane. I assume he's gonna get Avalanche level 1, but curious to see how they're gonna try and play. There's definitely a lot of good potential.
Jibby. Oh, thank God.
All right. Top lane, 33 plus the Saxa Nyx Assassin. Actually, doesn't have a lot of region in that Nyx, only the Salve and Tangos. Support life.
Indeed, yeah, just playing it poor, playing it to the line. Meanwhile, Era going to be helping out Frost for the first few levels. I imagine he wants to have as small of an impact as possible on this lane, Era. He wants to leave Frost to try and get solo XP as much as he can. But yeah, it does look like Jibby and Hanskin are going to be laning up against the Jug and the Banes. They didn't try and swap it around like I thought they might have.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of cool potential in the bottom lane level 1 with this Tiny plus Darkseer. After level 1...
Runes, NIV, going to go for the steal here, but not manage it. Final Tribe, they pick up all 3 here. And that's a pretty big loss for them, as Jibby also robs PPD of his runes, starting with the Brain Sap, because you can't really
toss
go
towards the
for
Darkseer?
He's looking for it, isn't he? PPD walks into it. He's under the tower right now, so he's going to be taking a ton of harass. But Hanskin needs to be careful. He needs to get himself away. Shell out onto PPD. Jibby just trying to run him down here. He does actually lose PPD in the trees, though. Decides against running down the Bane.
Huh. Hanskin actually took a lot of damage. If he didn't take that much damage, the toss would be pretty good. But PPD with that Bring Sap will be able to regen. And they did force a salve on the side of Final Tribe. So looks pretty fly, but at the end of the day, it was still a better trade from NIP, I think.
Yep, agreed. Meanwhile, up at the top lane, it is 33, laning up versus Aaron Frost. And right now, they're just trying to harass him down as much as possible. He can't really take this right-click harass coming in from Era and the Bear. Meanwhile, Sax is just going to go and pull some creeps for him. Says, don't worry, you don't have to lean against those mean people who keep hitting you. I'll bring the creeps behind your tower. 33.
Yeah, I guess, they can do this now because Bring Sap was forced. Yeah. So it's nice that they forced that spell. They're going to be able to do this until PPD gets level 2. He's already halfway towards level 2.
If both of them are here, they'll still be able to do it, even if PPD gets 2. So
that is true, actually. And Drug is going to be forced there. He wants to get the creeps.
Yeah, Spain just trading so well versus both Jibby and Hanskin here. He's zoning them both out by himself, but they're still getting the all-important creeps.
Yeah, they're making sure that he doesn't get level 2. Oh, they do have that toss back.
No, Hanskin just wanted the CS, dude. Yeah, Avalanche comes out. They're trying to block him up as well. He's got the lane sap, but it's not going to keep him alive. That will be your first blood. They get themselves a captain. PPD falls, and Jibby and Hanskin draw first blood in the bottom lane.
All right, the level 2 being pretty good here. And yeah, I mean, now that is pretty good. I didn't expect them to get first blood. Suddenly, this actually becomes a pretty good lane for the Darkseer, and they do have that level advantage, and they can keep doing this just from the jungle, just force Ace to be there. He's probably going to get a free lane, pretty much free CS, but
yeah, this is the unfortunate trade-off.
Yeah. Laundry actually not farming as well as I expected. Only 8 and 5. Interesting.
Yeah, but he's dragging the creeps over to the hard camp now, which will help out a little bit, help him expedite his farm.
Mm-hmm. All right. This mid lane actually advantage to the Monkey King. 15 and 6.
Yeah, you said
Also
he'd
not
do well.
expecting-
He's really zoning her out right now.
Yeah, I mean, I expected kind of an even lane. You know, there are very few heroes that actually win versus heal.
Kill down a bottom as Ace goes
What?
down to Jibby.
Huh.
Let's say double damage Tiny right there. Where are the damage coming from? Yeah,
Alright.
mostly the physical damage from the Tiny there and the Avatar's combo with some right clicks. Ace unable to withstand it. I think they went for an aggressive play with the Great Blade Fury.
Okay. Looks like Hanskin's gonna walk back to the base, or he has a bottle. So that's a pretty happy Tony.
Radiant are scanning.
You like a happy Tony. Meanwhile, Fada feels like there's something wrong. Scans in behind him, but he's absolutely fine. Nobody's coming for him. Tiny's gone back to the base.
Yeah,
And,
Jesse actually
Jesse-
forced the gun.
Yeah, maybe just pushing out this mid wave and then going back to the jungle when the creeps on her side of the map because he knows Fada can run him down, so has to be careful.
Yeah. For sure. As long as he's close to his tower, it's gonna be in a better spot.
Okay, that was weird. I think Frost just TP'd his bear back to him and then cancelled it because he had returned and the bear wasn't fully healed. Kind of weird.
Oh, Ace are kind of low here, and they forced the blade through for nothing.
Yeah, Ace is really being a bit distracted from the old farm here. That's not where he wants to be. He just wants to be sitting under this tower, enjoying the farm, enjoying the easy life, but Hansker is just not letting that happen and constantly finding him under the tower, which is really good. So Ace has to eat through the trees to get himself away.
Is under attack.
Yeah, they might have good potential right now. I'm pretty sure they can.
Punch, there you go. Actually take off these Nightmare, but Fada's coming into this one. They want to try and make a rotation. Fada with a haste rune as well. This is really bad for Final Tribe. They need to cut their losses right away. Jibby trying to run himself. He's got the surge. Actually finding the kill onto PPD before they go down there. So that's kind of worth it, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's definitely worth it. They rotate his mid hero and they trade support for support, so definitely a pretty good rotation for Final Tribe. And the fact that TA now can farm a little better, can recover, and actually did recover in CS here. I guess some of these creeps are jungle creeps though. But
It's
still,
jungle creeps. The net worth tells a different story.
yeah. Oh, Saxa stealing the bounty there from Era.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very good for them, actually. Jibby will be able to just guard this bounty rune for Tiny if he comes over with his bottle up Jibby and get it filled up again. Very efficient.
And 33 actually ahead in levels than this Laundry. I guess he does have one creep wave. We'll get the level 4, but he's actually level 4.5. Looks like the Necros is definitely a pretty strong hero right now, but I wouldn't expect. I would just expect this Laundry to have a lot of denies and own the Laundry, own the Necros, but that's not what's happening. He only has 4 denies. It's fascinating to me.
Things coming out at bottom. They're kind of slowing things down a little bit on the Final Tribe, but they've got enough work done in this lane. We said they were going to have a pretty bad time, didn't we? We said that Jibby was not going to have a good lane, but they're proving us wrong. Jibby's had a great time. Not really high up on net worth. Ace definitely getting more creeps and finding more value out of the lane, but they've found some kills and they've really made this lane work, which has surprised me. And Tiny is actually, I think, the big winner of this lane. He's the 4 position who's got a lot more money than Saxa does.
Yeah, that's true. That first blow though really helped, or else you would have a Darks here with 24 CS versus Juggernaut with 36. But yeah, it's nice that they got the first blood, and Blake's really new again. He's just playing pretty liberally with his mana. I guess he does have that mango. He's about to get level 6, by the way. So, there's a lot of good potential here. Only level 3 and 4 on the Darks here.
Yeah, they're running in with the Avalanche and Toss here. He's not having the spin available. DPD
Does
might
get
be
level
the one
6.
who's run down though. Yeah, that's something. He wants to make something happen. There's too many creeps around right now, and that's actually a Helmet dominated Elbear Smasher with him right now as PPD taking some hits, needs to get himself away. Ace having to spin himself off as well as the Iron Shell threat is just too large. But now this spin's going to end. That means he can't really come back into the lane. They're just sending in Mr. Tomato Man. He's going for the kill. He's going to kill off that healing ward. Meanwhile, Frost actually dies in the top lane. And it looks like there won't be any more kills coming in down here.
All right.
So, up at the top lane, 33 was the one who actually got the kill there onto Frost. Very surprising.
All right, and it's gonna TP back here. Still, that Necrophos is you know, it's doing so well with levels, and look at the tower. I just don't think this is worth it. I'm not sure. I didn't really follow this lane that closely, but I don't think that should be happening. The Lone Druid should just destroy Necrophos, and this tower is 10% HP. This is very worrisome to me.
The bottom tower already gone, and PPD goes down with it. The pressure from the bottom lane is severe. Yeah, also struggling to defend that top lane for the time being. Let's see if they can do anything to keep it alive. And also, Fada's still having an amazing time mid. Admittedly, Chessie is really catching up now, quite impressively, actually.
Yeah.
There's a double damage rune at top, which Fada is going to grab his hands on right now.
It's a good rotation rune, but he will come back to the lane for now. Reaper Sight about to be available on the Necrophos. Needs, I guess, one lane without Saxa sharing experience. And bottom, they get the Juggernaut.
Yikes! That's Juggernaut falling again here. So let's. They're doing work down here in this bottom lane. Meanwhile, at mid, there's some rotations coming on. The traps are out onto Fada. Era closing the gap, but he's going to get slept up by PPD. Chessie needs a couple more hits. He's going to get the kill onto Fada with Era held still. Though he managed to get the shackles off right now, but there's another hero in from NIP as well, even rotating in Saxa to make sure that nothing goes down bad for NIP in this mid lane.
All right. So yeah, Necrophos does have the level 6. I guess, you know, unlikely that he's going to be able to kill Frost with the Reaper's Head, but whenever he wants, he can just TPP rotate. Everyone using the Shrine bottom. But yeah, as you mentioned, the Juggernaut falling twice. This game is, you know, there's a lot of weird things happening. I just don't expect the Juggernaut to die twice here. The tower falling is okay, but you would expect him to always have the Blade Fury available. I guess he was just playing a little more aggressive than normal. And, you know, when you use that Blade Fury, there's definitely good potential when you...
Might be action coming up at top as NIP rotating in the mid lane and the 5 position. Fada up in the trees. He's got a Wukongs to use. Era has no idea. He's going to get jumped upon here. Fada, he's holding off on the Wukongs for now, and he's going to get hexed up. Does need to be a little bit careful as the shackle comes out onto him, but 33 is coming over to help him out as well. Boundless Strike comes through onto Era. Era trying to make it over to the trees. Hanskin getting involved in this one as well. Fada's got that Jingu coming up on himself. Frost keeping his distance. They've got him rooted up. They've got him tossed as well. That's going to be a kill onto Fada. 33 unable to do anything right now. Thinking of using that Reaper's Style on the bear, but decides against it.
Wow, that the Enfeeble is so good versus the Lone Druid, right? The bear just cannot attack.
Yeah, it's
such a sad bear.
It is a very sad bear.
Radiant's middle tower.
Man, and that's only level 1 Enfeeble, right? Let's click here. Yeah, that's only level 1. Imagine when you have minus 105 attack speed reduction on that bear.
Ace. He's got spin. He should be okay here. Has to TP out though. Meanwhile, PPD goes down to Chessie and Hanskin. A lot of kills happening across the map right now. 2 and 7. Final Tribe actually in a really good position this game so far.
Alright, so they do have this Invis rune on the Tiny, so there's definitely good potential here. Let's see if... oh, they're gonna smoke. Alright. That Necrophos is dead. I would bet my life that Necrophos is dead right now.
You're alive. Okay, Bowie's neck on the line. Let's see if they make it happen. They want to try and get the tower deny. In some trouble. Era comes flying in. An aerial error. Very scary indeed. And there comes that root. And the Aether Shock will finish the job. Bowie keeps his head. And they should get the deny on the tower as well. There you go. Frost finds it. The tower falls, but they get the deny, so they'll be happy with that one.
Okay. Time for the surge on the tomato. Ooh, they don't know, but Darkseer.
Darkseer, he's gonna get his meat minced.
Oh, he does save the tomato here. 200 gold. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. So yeah, this Necrophos did build a drums, so he's ready to fight, but he's yet to find a rotation or a fight that grants him that represents.
Ooh, toss back under the tower. PPD, he's gone. What a gank from Hanskin. Making it happen in the middle lane.
That Tiny dude is just doing so much.
He's doing so much work, man. Hanskin is on it. Oh, he's kicking up into gear. Fada in the tree here. I'm not sure they realize this. He's pumping the Wukongs, wants to drop it down really badly. Here it comes. The Wukongs comes out. Chessie is going to be the target. Can he get him down? No, Chessie makes it out of the Wukong's command. He's still going to try and chase him down, though. He's not done with Chessie as in comes Ace as well, going for the spin. Ace taking a ton of damage, though. He's got to be careful of this one, backing himself away. He realizes he's going to die, and now the Hex comes out. The Aethershock as well, going to pick off Ace. He's dead, and now Jibby's just running through this fight with the Iron Shell as well. NIP, they're in a bit of trouble. The Reaper's Eye is going to come down and get revenge as Error is dropped. And now they're going to retreat across the river. PPD puts one to sleep. Chessie's still on the run. Fada, he's got the tree dance. Does he have the range, though? Doesn't seem to. We'll be able to close the gap now. Boundless Strike comes down. 33's on top of him as well. But then comes the avalanche from Hanskin, who's actually hasted into this fight by Jibby. They're still looking to tie this one. Final try, but 2-on-4. Are you sure you really want this one? No. Darkseer decides not. Tiny doesn't get a choice. Hanskin will fall, but they save the TA, which I think is probably worth it.
Yeah, they lost two supports for that Juggernaut kill. So crippling for NIP that Ace dies for the third time here. And yeah, I mean, they just lost supports. That Laundry is farming pretty well. Going for that Midas. He's actually not that farmed, huh? Let me check the net worth here. He's not doing that great. But the Midas will accelerate him, and as long as he doesn't die. No, the bear is actually in a great position to fight right now. He already has the root, level 4 bear. The only problem I see here is the fact that they still don't have that Blink Dagger on the Tiny, and he ended up going for Treads. So it's going to be a long journey here for this Blink Dagger.
Yeah, hasn't needed it so far.
But he does have the Surge, so I guess he doesn't feel the need to have that Blink Dagger that much.
Yeah, they're playing around that Surge really nicely. And as that Midas finished up on the Lone Druid, we'll be able to start getting some of that money coming in. Are we expecting a Radiance Bear game where you can kind of go with the Iron Shell and the Radiance and just tear people down?
Yeah, that's for sure. I think it's very rare to see the Midas into the range build, just because we would rather just have other items if we're going for the range build. Okay. Now Saxa did reconnect.
Yeah, so Fado's actually going to grab his Ogre Axe next.
Even if he gets the Radiance, I'm a little scared. Usually you expect Radiance to be up at 15, 16 minutes. I'm not sure that's going to happen in this game. Unless this bear just...
I wouldn't have thought so.
Get a rampage or something. So I just wonder. I guess when you have TA and a safe lane Lone Druid, you have like two different win conditions, but at the same time they are two heroes that fall off pretty quickly. So they have this like, I guess, strong mid game power spike, but if they don't get it, or if they just don't use the power spike as well, this game is gonna look pretty bad for Final Tribe after 30 minutes or something. They are pushing middle.
Yeah, Saxa coming in. Try to get the deny. Doesn't quite manage it, though. We'll go to Arrow with the Snakes, just using them to commit to that kill. And they're trying to try and farm some of these boys up. Themselves a couple of bit of gold here.
All right. Ooh, PPD still level. He actually just gets level 6 right now. That's a pretty late level 6.
Yep.
He struggled in the bottom lane. So yeah, Radiance queued up for Frost. He's going to be in farming duty. And the Desolator is up for TA, so... Oh, he actually was maybe thinking about Roshan, but there he is on Necrophos there. Is he really going for Rosh?
Actually, I don't think it's that possible. Saxa's checking it out as well. He's pretty cautious here. There comes the Invis up the hill. Immediate sentry down from Error. Very quick reactions. He's got the Shackle as well. Chessie's on top of him with the Mel Strike. That's a dead... Ooh, no, yeah, there we go. The Avalanche finishes the job, and that is a dead Saxa.
Okay. Looks like a Jug going for the Yasha. No drums this time. And what about Farah? Does he have... Yeah, he has Echo Saber ready. So that Wukong is going to feel way stronger now. But I guess now that they have the Fiends group, that's when NIP wants to fight. Maybe Smoke once
they're looking at Ace here. They're going to need a lot of damage to finish off quickly. They've got the Centaur though for the Stomp. The damage is out and they will be able to finish off Ace in time. That was some heavy hits coming through onto the Juggernaut.
That's so rough, right? You don't expect the Tiny to be able to kill the Juggernaut that easily with without a Blink Dagger. Nope. But they just have the damage.
Invis Rune, no problems.
That Centaur just following up the Avatars. Insane.
Yep, yeah, usually Tiny isn't fantastic versus Jug because he can spin in between the Avalanche, but yeah, they got the Centaur Conqueror in time. You know, Saxa hanging around here. They're sending in the Centaur once again, though. He's on top of him. He's not going to get stunned up. It's interesting. Meanwhile, up at top, yeah, there's going to be Fada rooted up. Fada's in some trouble. He's going to have to Wukong his way out of this one, but he doesn't manage to make it out. Fada will drop in the top lane. Final Tribe are really kind of pulling ahead here. 13 kills to 5. And 2k gold advantage going their way, but they just feel so much further ahead.
Yeah, like, usually the kill score is very deceiving, but the Juggernaut died 4 times. Like, he is a third of the kills the final tribe got, and that's very worrisome, when your carry is dying that much. Well, Saxa does count Hamster here.
Omnisage coming out as well. They're throwing everything they've got onto this Tiny right now, and they will be able to bring him down, thankfully. But now Era looking for the return, maybe. He's got the Juggernaut hexed up. He's going to have the Shackles as well, but doesn't cast it in time. That'll be a spin away from Ace. And Ace actually thinking of running back in here. Just have to be careful. Final Tribe have plenty of heroes backing him up. But NIP, they are confident in their own ability to push down this tower right now as Era backing himself up, feeling a little bit scared. Ace just comes running into this one. He's going to head up. Fada coming through as well. He gets a 2-man boundless strike. 33 on top of him as well. The vacuum comes out, but the damage is coming through onto the Shadow Shaman easily in time. They will bring down the Shaman. Fada on the run here. A lot of damage being thrown by Chessie here, just side-blading through this fight. And they actually get themselves a boar. Sorry, a bear. No, not a bear. A centaur. There we go. Got there in the end. The centaur drops as well, and that's 200 gold going the way of Ace there. So a much-needed recovery from Ace. And all of a sudden, he's actually looking fairly good on net worth. All it took was that to get him to the top of his team. But still a while to go before he overtakes Frost or Chessie.
Since you mentioned the bear, like, click on PPD. He is maxed in Feeble here. He forgot about Brain Sap. He forgot about Nightmare. And he just wants that attack speed reduction. It just makes the bear feel awful.
Yeah, with
like,
the Radiance, it's a little bit better, but yeah, not getting the roots is going to really be costly for Frost.
Yeah, and even like when you go for a push, right? Yeah, the Laundry deals bonus damage to buildings, but if he has minus 150 attack speed, he's going to feel like a creep. I really like this.
One thing which really bothers me is that the spell is called Demolish, and yet it also gives him spell resistance. Like, in what way does Demolish lead to spell? Like, it just seems it's named very poorly. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Meanwhile, the Reaper side comes down.
situation.
Also, pontificating about that. Era does get dropped. The fight is not going to continue though. As NIP retreat back to their high ground. A little snipe down on the support, and then scuttle back to their side of the map, keeping it nice and safe.
All right. Looks like the Nyx pretty close to the Spirit Vessel. Only needs the recipe. Actually, I guess it's pretty good versus TA. Maybe able to break those refractions. And Laundry is at least the bear is pretty tanky. Still, that Juggernaut not feeling as as farmed as you would like. The Laundry was like so far behind, and he recovered a lot. Oh, Tiny is dead.
Unskin is dead. All right, getting a little bit carried away the bottom lane, maybe a little bit too far out. Saxa and PPD and 33 will be able to get that kill. Now, Jibe, he's got himself a Centaur Conqueror and 2 Shard Golems. If he shows in the middle lane, he might unleash hell on them, but it doesn't look like he's looking for any action with it. Not whilst Hanskin's dead. His ganking partner, his partner in crime, in the grave. Very sad.
I'm kind of worried for this Laundry though. He is, he's gonna get the Radiance in a minute, I guess. But it's 19 minutes into this game. This is a very, very, very late Radiance. He only died once. It's not like he had a tough lane, but I guess he had an okay lane. In this, usually the Radiance is as strong as the opponents are weak. But this Bane, level 8 already. The Nyx Assassin level 10. So the Radiance is not going to feel as impactful, and Laundry is already such a timing-reliant hero. I'm kind of worried for Final Tribe. The TA, definitely trying to make up for it, level 16, way ahead of everyone else. And I do think it's on Chessie to actually carry this game. The Radiance is just not enough by itself.
Okay. Chessie actually coming forward to... Ooh, nice blink away. That was very close to death if they get stuck there. Reaper's Scythe comes down, and Chessie would be no longer. Manages to blink his way out of that fight. Just about. Oh, there's going to be the Radiance coming out for the... Oh, yeah, he's got I was clicking on the bear. Silly me, I do that all the time. Why don't they fix that? So the bear represents the money of the hero. That'd be nice.
Have you ever got the bug where like you click on the bear and you click on the Laundry and they have different net worths, like different golds? Like
yeah, they always do.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Yeah, and the bear just takes on the net worth of whoever you last clicked on.
Ooh, I see. Okay, so they do have pipe on that next post.
They're gathering up here though. NIP are all smoked up there. Also got Vendetta on Saxa here, who does realize they've got vision because he just came under that sentry. So maybe missing out on a kill there if he came too far forward. Ace waiting nearby. He's got that Manta finished up. Going actually straight into the Butterfly next on Ace. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, but right now I want to concentrate on this action which could be breaking out. Frost just randomly taking down trees. He senses there's something wrong. There's a Fada in the area.
are scanning.
Let's get up on the trees. What does each team see? NIP, they see the bear, they see Tiny waiting on the high ground. Meanwhile,
There's Blink on the Tiny, by the way.
Final Tribe. Don't see a whole lot.
Tall's back. Tiny.
Radiant
Okay.
bottom tower has been denied.
He's holding back for the time being, which is surprising to me. They send the bear back to base.
Oh boy,
Feeling
that
they
Tiny.
can see him. Tiny now knows this. The Omni Slash coming through onto him as well. They throw everything into Handskin, and he will drop. And now they need to get themselves away. Frost going for the TP out is going to make it. Found the strike coming out from Fada. They dropped absolutely everything onto Handskin there. Should be on the run as well. Sage searching himself out of this one.
All right. I don't know. I think wasting the Serpent... I don't want to call it waste, but dropping the Serpent Wards when you have the Radiance on the Bear, only to push a tier 2 tower and not fight, I think that's going to be a problem. I do expect NIP to go for a play. They did commit the Omni Slash and the Fiend's Grip, but
yeah, I wouldn't be
there's
surprised
still
if they
Reaper
chilled
side
out for a bit.
available.
True. They've got a lot of Ultimate to play around with this game. And the Wukongs, of course, which is usually off cooldown, because it's got like 110-second cooldown. Not particularly long, I guess.
Saxa does have that Vendetta available. Let's see if anyone wants to join him. Oh, looks like he's by himself. Oh, and they will maybe smoke towards Ocean here from Final Tribe.
Yes, it's Final Tribe going for the aggressive plays. The smoke gets popped by PPD. I mean, he's kind of happy to take this gank right now, but Ace is actually waiting on the high ground, but they're just going to jump everything onto PPD here. They get that kill. Maybe they go for Roche, or maybe they just go for this top tier 2 tower. Ace has cleared himself away, and Final Tribe looking to maybe push down here. They've got a creep wave coming in. Kind of setting themselves up, but they're all under this observer ward right now. There's PPD got this one just before he died. He got down this this observer. And I imagine this will get dewarded pretty quickly as well, because he's dead. He can watch the inventories.
All right, they're gonna go for this. No Enfeeble for the bear, but he had the glyph. And, Final Tribe will just be forced out. TA is so low HP. What? I guess the Nyx Assassin try to go on her. Okay. So yeah, I guess Roshan is the next point of contention here for the Final Tribe. They are definitely super reliant on the Aegis. You are this pushing / fighting lineup that is strong right now. Like this is supposed to be the strongest power spike possible for this draft, and they really want to get their hands on the Aegis. But right now, they could even go for it, but unfortunately, they don't know that they're 2 hero stock.
Both teams feeling very cautious right now. I feel like Final Tribe could be playing a little bit more aggressively. They could be trying to exert a bit more pressure onto NIP, because whilst the gold is even, they are definitely further ahead when it just comes to, in general, the heroes and the timings they've hit.
They do have this invis on the Tiny. Let's see if they can find a jump.
As he's come forwards, Saxa is not seen here, and they're going to get the toss back onto Necrophos here, but he managed to get the Ghost Shroud just before the Hex comes through, and now a nice 4-man stun from Saxa coming in from behind. He sets him up with the Ravage, and now Lace comes spinning on through. Templar Assassin's going to be the target. She needs to get herself out of this one. She's got a 4-star, but that's about it. She's trying to run herself away. The Omni Slash coming through, but it's just landing onto the creeps and illusions. That's not a good Omni Slash. Meanwhile, he's stuck inside the creeps. He's stuck inside an arena of snakes with Frost right now. The Adrenaline Cannon blown up, and Ace actually the first one to go down, but now the Reaper's Side comes down onto Chess. He doesn't kill him with the Reaper's Side, but does kill him immediately afterwards. The old fighter held still, finished off. It's still a messy fight. Frost is dropping low, but he's looking towards 33. 33 hexed up. He's taking heavy hits. The stun comes down once again, this time only landing onto 1, and they've got the damage onto 33, or do they? The Aether Shock comes in, but now the Avalanche is a right click. Handskin finds it, and IP though, they're up on the high ground. Saxa and PPD maybe just looking to retreat right now, though they realize they've been outmatched in this engagement, and they will get themselves away. Unfortunately, there's no possibility of them doing Roach because the TA is dead, but they can definitely look towards its tier 2 tower at least.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna be able to get this tower. And they might be able... Oh, look at that attack speed is low. They're not gonna get the tower because of it. Jesus.
PPD.
Feeble is broken.
Those value plays. There we go. Got it down, boys. Good job.
All right. 6-second cooldown, 8-second duration. All right. Seems balanced.
Just wait until he gets Enfeeble, steals attack speed. Then we're gonna have a real show on our hands.
Oh yeah, or the 100 attack speed reduction at level 20. I'm not sure. Do you think we're gonna get to level 20 on the Bane in this game?
No. This is PPD we're talking about here. Unless we get a 15-minute game, we are not seeing. Even then.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, There was a time where, Mask of Madness Bane, offlane Bane was a thing. It was actually, IX Mike didn't even
Good
do that.
stuff.
And
Good stuff. Mid Bane as well. I remember that as well.
yeah, it was amazing. All right, so they're going AC here on this bear. It's actually under farm, right? Like, he got the Radiance, and he only has the Hyperstone in like 6 minutes. But I think he might have another item. What's going on here?
Who, Lone Druid?
Yeah. I guess he didn't have boots on the bear. And he bought the phase boots. Let's see. That's weird.
No, he never.
Anyways.
He didn't have boots of speed on himself for ages. I think that was a recent pickup.
Yeah,
Definitely
okay.
had phase boots for a long time. He had phase boots before the Radiance.
Okay. So they're trying to deward this area here. They would like to Roche, but there is one Nyx Assassin illusion inside the pit. Ooh, okay. They're
They
going
don't
into
care.
this.
They don't care. This is a big flex on NIP right now. Come and stop us. We know you know. Saxer is making his way over, though. They've got plenty of Sentry Wards to see this little Scorpion
I'm not
boy.
sure about this.
Going on this
Oh
one.
my
33
god.
leading the charge. Roshan getting low. Chessie needs to take it now, but it could be a repeat of last game as Ace running into the
Oh
pit.
my
They get stunned up on Templar and it gets robbed once again. Ace will take it. Chessie dropping low inside the pit. The Omni Slash will finish him off. The roll come through, but it's way too late. Chessie is dead. Buying back into this one. They still want to take this fight as they take down the Aegis of the Juggernaut. 33 back onto the high ground now. The trap's going to slow him down. This army of illusions chasing him down. They isolate off Juggernaut and they want to try and bring him down quickly right now, but the toss is actually going to cancel out. Oh, it's actually impaled from the Nyx Assassin. Ace is actually making away from this one. No, the slide in from Chessie. Needs to find the right click. Will find it. Ace unable to run himself away. They get the 2 kills. They are angry that their Aegis got stolen and they do take a life for it. In fact, 2 lives of Ace, bringing him down, but goodness, that was... final try. They got burnt last game. They get burnt again this game.
I don't know, dude. You just don't get into the pit when Nip knows that you're going like that. I guess they dropped the Serpent once before they even knew that the Nyx Assassin illusion was there. I think that's what happened. I don't think they would have gone for that play. They do force the Nyx spy back, and they're trying to get the tier 3 here. Okay.
Been onto this one as well. Oh, immediately blinking out on
BKB.
Chessie, though. He's very quick with that. The BKB is out. If they can get away, they can maybe waste the time. But Era maybe look like he's going to be the last one left behind. Yes, he certainly is, dying inside the Wukong's command. Chessie getting himself away. Fada chasing through the trees, though, jumping on him. Arzan is here, but, they send in the bear, which might not be the best idea. I don't think this bear's going to survive this one. Reaper's side him. What? Jesus. 33 wants that money. Give me that gold, baby. And,
That's some animal hate, dude.
well, they've got no
That should be a
resummon.
crime.
They've got no resummon.
That should be a crime. Yeah, that is true. 100 seconds. Okay.
If only
yeah,
Reaper's
that's
Scythe
definitely
increased the
working.
cooldown on
Radiant
Spirit Bear
structures are
resummon.
fortified.
That would be funny, actually. All right. Unfortunately, here Frost didn't have the chance to take the Radiance out of his bear, so he is literally a creep. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he is. I think he's the least fun person in the game right now. Yeah, I mean, even Shaman's got
He's farming here, I guess. Actually, he farms faster than I expected. Anyways, Fada with that BKB, Diffusal Blade also available, so it's feeling pretty good. Gonna get the bottom tower here for NIP. And I don't know, I'm a little dubious here for Final Tribe. They might be able to, get another Aegis Erosion, but their strongest power spike is gone. And the best they were able to achieve is, 80% damage on this mid-tier 3 tower. I don't think that's enough, but, maybe the fact that Juggernaut dies so much early on might, make their power spike last longer just because Juggernaut is not feeling as strong. He's still actually pretty on farm. He's behind the Monkey King. It's very rare.
Yeah, Fada is. He's had a pretty slow game. Not been finding all the kills he wants. Been dying quite a couple of times as well, despite having a really good lane.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's weird, right? Both the Monkey King and Juggernaut feeling a little underwhelming this game, but the Necrophos 5 and 2 has Aghanim Scepter already, so he's pretty good about himself. Even gets the Tome here, level 3 Reaper Sight with the Ags. He's ready to roll.
Yeah, Ace, he's going to have this Mjolnir, which is going to increase his damage potential inside the Omni Slash quite substantially.
Mm-hmm.
But scared to go to the enemy secret shop to buy it, quite sensibly too.
Yeah, I think Final Tribe, they have to at least wait for the resummon to fight again, so they're going to chill for at least the next 100 seconds. Roshan, still long way until he spawns. It might just be a farm fest for now.
I'm into it. Let's go. In it for the long haul. But yeah, NIP really do kind of scale very well into this game, I feel.
Oh,
Dire's top tower
Center.
is under attack.
okay.
Hanskin with the toss back. That's fairly nice. They're going to get themselves a free next assassin. And he follows it up with his own blink as well to keep himself completely out of danger.
They were trying to kill the Helmet Dominator creep, but the Nyx assassin ends up paying with his life. This might be a tier 3 tower, actually. Let's see if they're gonna.
Yeah,
They know there's no
Fada
buyback on the
trying to get
Nyx.
some pressure. He's definitely going to take this tier 2 tower if they don't do anything about it. But the creeps need to come in first. And Fada is going to TP himself back. He knows that with his Wukongs, he can buy them quite a lot of time. There is no way for Final Tribe to fight into the Wukongs, to be honest.
Yeah, and they're smoked. And I mean, they were. That's over. That Enfeeble, man. They just cannot go up the high ground. That's so annoying.
Yeah, he's got the AC, which is going to make the bear hit a little bit faster. With the Spirit Link, he's actually going to go at a decent speed. Fada coming in, though. BKB, Wukong's is used. They're just going to back themselves out, though. But Frost's bear is going to be caught behind once again. They just Reaper Scythe it every time. 33. Hates bears, dude. Absolutely hates them.
I mean, with the Yags, there's definitely more incentive to do it, right?
Yeah, the lesser cooldown is, makes this very much better. I'm pretty sure that's why he bought the Ags, but now they just drop snakes on the high ground. They really want to try and get this tower. The Battle Strike comes in, but they've already brought them down to tier 3. That's getting pretty deep right now. Goes to the toss-up, but they managed to get the root onto Necrophos, holding him for the time being, but the fear back. They're going to clear themselves out, Final Tribe. They want to go and get some shrines, all that cool stuff.
Okay.
Saxa's looking, he's scouting a little bit here. He's got the high ground.
I don't know. I still think that this is a little underwhelming. Like, you drop Serpent Wards to get a tower that was 20% HP. It just goes to show how Nip is playing and how good his Bane pick is. Like, both their tower haters just get demolished by the Enfeeble. Yeah, like, you know, this is a 3,000 gold advantage for Final Tribe, but I think this is the type of game they should be 10,000 gold ahead, or, you know, 13,000 gold ahead. This is, you know, I would be surprised if Final Tribe wins this game. That's what.
Really?
Yes, I don't like to be a downer, but I would be very surprised.
They just take high ground, but it's not enough to please Bowie. He wants more. Well.
Yeah, I think they should have barracks now, and they should just be in control of the game, waiting for you. Instead, this is a pretty even game. They have decent map control, but not great map control.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
All right,
Let's
so
see if your predictions come to pass, but right now things looking pretty good for Final Tribe, but still got the goal advantage, and
it's
able
all the
to-
next Roshan, I think.
the thing is, Enfeeble is scaling down. Like, it's not as powerful as it used to be. The bear can still get onto that high ground and deal some serious damage to the tower. They can't rely on just the Enfeeble anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And they do have the Serpent Wards as well. Oh, nice! Carapace metal. Oh, boy.
Just in some trouble. Hanskin, though, trying to disrupt things. He's got the Avalanche. He actually brings down PPD all by himself. I mean, the Sideblade finishes the job, but that was all the Hanskin show. Nice jump in, saving Chessie hugely there. And they can maybe look for more, though. Ace is kind of baiting it out right now, looking for something. They have the Wiggles, but they break the tree, but no, he pops BKB immediately. Actually, no, he jumped down from the tree because he didn't get stunned up there. Saxa is going to fall, but they're looking for the returns here. But Fada's actually really low on HP. Is he really walking into this one? Excuse me? Okay, Fada just straight up dies, and the Reaper Scythe comes down onto Hanskin, but he's absolutely hunky-dory as well. Jumping in deep, he's got the toss back. Alley-oop, team, I've got a ball for you. And they'll absolutely dunk 33 once he comes out of that Ghost Shroud. Bring him down, rip him apart, limb from limb. 33 hung, drawn, and quartered in the middle lane. Final Tribe making an example of them as they run up this height. No, back away. Okay. They want shrines.
As I said, this is just a straightforward, easy game for Final Tribe. They definitely had control the entire time, and you know they're just doing their best. They're gonna get the shrines. Roshan's gonna be there. It's just easy game for Final Tribe.
Never any doubt. Yeah, Roshan's a long timer on Roshan, 2 minutes 30. So we're definitely towards the higher end.
Yeah. That being said, they are 10,000 gold ahead now, so that's why they're winning. Just get more gold, Kappa.
That's how you do it. So, I mean, I feel like Hanskin is by far my MVP so far in this game.
Yeah,
Like,
he
been
played
making
so well.
so many plays. Goodness, do not give this man tiny.
Yeah, to be fair though, you know, the Darkseer was a big part of it. You know, the fact that he
And
can get
without
that
their
surge.
buybacks, they're running into Final Tribe right now. Frost could be in some trouble. He's going for the TP out, but that's surely not going to happen. He actually fizzles off the bear, but there is Saxa here. And Lone Druid just getting chunked down. His bear's trying to go to work, hitting him up a little bit as well as he chased down PPD. But there comes a Reaper side. He nearly died to the Reaper side. I think he died not to the Reaper side in the very end there.
All right, that's a good kill. No buyback on the Lone Druid, but unfortunately, NIP was not blasted by Gaben here. The respawn timer is way too big. Lone Druid's gonna be up.
Yeah, so they took a fairly heavy loss in losing their Druid. Chessie is going to be a little bit cautious, head down to this bottom lane and try and get some split push on. They don't have buyback on this Druid, and when he's up, he'll have to summon the Spirit Bear again, which is, of course, not an ideal situation to fight under.
So yeah, looks like the Juggernaut going for the butter after this Mjolnir. The Shiva's going to get connected, so that's even more attack speed reduction. And Monkey going for Scotty, which is more attack speed reduction. So there seems to be a theme here on the items and skill builds of NIP. Unfortunately, the main not close to level 20. But
shame.
If he gets the experience talent in a tome, he's gonna get a lot of experience. Actually, I do want him to get the tome at 40 minutes.
Agreed. Yeah, you need to.
On the side of Final Tribe, TA with a BKB, use one time. Lone Druid has Vlad's on himself, and I guess the AC is already done. And Crimson Guard, Gold Scepter. Pretty good versus Jug.
Yeah, just able to survive the Omni Slash, always nice.
The Tiny actually has almost the same net worth as the Darkseer, and he has a BKB. This Tiny is huge, man.
Yeah, that's a 10-second BKB coming out from him. He's going to be a threat in this fight. This is just another thing for NIP to worry about, as if they didn't have enough to worry about already. Maybe heading into this high ground right now.
Okay.
But NIP, they
wrap around NIP.
Around it. Who's going to get the jump on whom? That is the question.
They're afraid of going up.
Traps into this pit. Sentry placed on top of another sentry. They don't want to deward it because they know it would give away where they are. Now the smoke comes off.
All right.
Very, very tense. Ace thinking coming down, just finishing off his butterfly as well, so he's in a really good position to fight right now. Probably the strongest hero on the map. Doesn't have as much gold as a TA, but definitely does more with it.
For sure, for sure. Ace getting pretty strong, but he doesn't have a buyback, right? So you gotta be careful. The butterfly, insanely powerful, but
gonna surge up Hanskin. He's going for it here. He's got the BKB and tossing back the Necrophos into everybody. They've got the Hex out as well, but they have the damage follow up. A nice wall gonna bring him into it, and they get the vacuum off to bring up the Juggernaut into the wall as well. He's forced to spin. 33 getting low, but Fada coming in, and that is a great Wukong's command. Gonna cut them off entirely, and the Omni Slash ripping through. Who's it gonna land on? Actually lands onto Hanskin. Hanskin doesn't want to take this. He's actually getting his face down, but he's gonna throw down the Avalanche, and Ace doesn't get anybody with that. Meanwhile, Chessie goes in deep, and they find the kill onto Saxa. Saxa somehow the second kill in this fight. Very good for Final Tribe, and this might well open up Roshan for them because there is no buyback on 33. Hanskin starting off the fight beautifully for this team and throwing the Necrophos out of position. Final Tribe now into the pit, taking down Roshan, and there is not going to be a response from NIP.
All right. Yeah, now that's exactly where they want to be, you know. Very far ahead in gold. Roshan in their hands, and no buyback on this Jug, so if they actually kill him during the push, this is going to be so hard for NIP to defend. I mean, all right, let's see what happens, but
Can we give the cheese to the bear?
oh, what?
Can we give the cheese to the bear, please? I mean, Era, I love you and all, but alright,
Dude, bears
pass it over to
cannot eat. They are all lactose intolerant.
Oh, he's got the oh really?
Yes.
Now we know.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's,
they
you
know
know,
about
that's why
bears
they
with
use
gloves.
gloves.
Yeah. In case they're handling lactose. Oh, top barracks goes down, middle barracks following as well. Still no Necrophos as Final Tribe just ripping apart the Radiant base. NIP taking heavy losses across the board right now. PPD, did he get the tome? Looks like he didn't.
Oh.
Or maybe he did,
I don't
but
think
use it for the XP talent, or maybe just use it now, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. So the tome... Yeah, I think he used it before. But that's unfortunate. Still not close to level 20, but yeah, the level 20 is not going to win them the game. They need somehow to... I think this Juggernaut needs a BKB. You know, now that he has so much damage, I just think that he cannot rely on the Omni Slash by itself to win these fights because they have the Crimson Guard. I remember in the last fight where he Omni Slashed the Tiny, and he couldn't even get a support for it just because he has the Crimson. This Tiny has 3,000 HP, you know, even if he doesn't have that much armor. He actually has 25 armor. But I just think he needs to deal right-click damage besides the Omni Slash, or else he's just not winning these fights.
I mean, it's yeah. NIP winning fights. It seems like a lot more to do than just landing these big Omni Slash hits. I think the Necrophos needs to stay alive first. His Shiva's Guard and his Reaper's Scythe and his Pipe of Insight's one of the biggest parts of them actually turning these games around. But they've only got
those
one more
toss backs
chance.
from the Tiny were so good, right? He never had the chance to fight
Hera in some trouble. In comes the Impale. Era's getting balled down, but they're also trying to go on Fada at the same time. Hera is dropped, and Fada's still absolutely fine as Frost Bears to get himself out of this one. Meanwhile, PPD just blown up by Handskin. He gets the easy pick off. The Bears dropping low, though. They should get at least one return killer. Look at the Balance Strike coming through as well. Now they've got the Omni Slash ripping through. They're actually landing onto 3 heroes, but won't find anybody in particular. Frost is getting low. He's getting himself away. He's got a cheese. Nom, nom, nom. Now they look forwards as 33 is just taken to the front lines right now. He's pretty tanky. They're going to need a little bit more than this, so they want to bring him up, but Chessie coming in with the big right clicks. 33 gets a Ghost Shroud off just in time. Go for the TP away. Era says no, holding him still. Zags are looking for the stun through the cheese. Chessie jumps atop him. Can he finish off? No, Balance Strikes can cancel it out, but there comes the toss. They will be able to bring down 33. They also bring down the TA, but she's got the Aegis, but Handskin does not have any kind of Aegis. He's going to be dropping once. Chessie needs to get himself out. Hurricane Pike going to help that. Now got a BKB as well as Frost Bear comes charging into the engagement. Saxa with the spiked carapace going to hold back the bear for the time being as they get the shackle off onto Ace. There's a big target. Ace, he's got spin when he comes out of this one, but gets it rooted up as well. It's such a long time. He's got the level 20 talent. It's a 7.5 second shackle, and Ace stands no chance of getting away from that. He does have a buyback. They don't have anything on 33, and Final Tribe have everybody up and looking real healthy at that as they get towards the work on their final barracks. Can NIP defend this? It seems unlikely. They used everything. They threw everything into that fight. They did get themselves a couple of kills, and they're actually going on to Chessie here. Someone needs to save Chessie. Oh, PPD, he's got the Fiend's grip off. Chessie's going to drop. They didn't try and save him. Era's got to run as well. He might be picked off here as well. This is super questionable to me. They didn't do anything to try and save Chessie, and now Era is going to die as well. And Final Tribe just cut their losses and get the hell out of here. I mean, where was the Centaur flying in to stun people up? Where was the vacuum? Didn't they have anything to cancel out the Fiend's grip?
I don't know. And there's also a dieback on the Shadow Shaman. There's a T dead for 100 seconds. Ooh, that's pretty costly. They got so many buybacks in that fight just wishing to end the game, after the fight ended. Unfortunately, not that well executed from the Fire Tribe. Oof. Okay.
Man, it's a long game, but you know what? My seat isn't sweaty at all. Do you know why?
Because you have a DX Racer.
Because I've got a DX Racer, exactly right. Absolutely, the best chairs around. Not going to sweat you up during these 44-minute Dota ROMs. They are official sponsors of StarLadder, so if you want to grab yourself a DX Racer, then do so and support esports at the same time. Pretty neat.
Pog.
Easy bug.
Ooh, they actually nightmaring the creep there to make sure they can hit the tower. All right, there.
The bullet bear comes in.
There you go. They do get the tower. Backdoor protection might come, but they have another creep wave. Ooh, this is actually a lane of barracks. Oh, this is looking iffy, dude. Because they don't want to buy back that, they don't want... Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go tier 4 as low. Let's see if they can force back. I think they're going to go tier 4.
They're pinging it. They're saying, yo, let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
We want this TA buyback, and now it feels really bad. So you buy back, and you didn't even buy back to defend the racks, but you still have to buy back anyway.
Yeah.
That's not a situation you want to be in right now. So they're trying to be super patient. Final Tribe.
Look at damage from Ace. He has a moon shard. He's insanely strong.
He's flying in, but in they go. They get the stomp, the vacuum stomp onto 2. Ace is falling so quickly. He's getting himself out of this one. 33 jumping into everybody, trying to hold them back with the Wukongs with the extended range. They need to get themselves out. The Wukongs is doing far too much. The Reaper's Scythe comes down to Jibby. Jibby is dropped and does not have buyback for 105 seconds. NIP taking up space inside the base right now. PPD has died, but it's a small go for the jump into, trying to get the kill onto Fada. Chessie just fighting up though. They actually managed to get the kill onto Saxon. Now Fada turning around with the boundless strike. The radiance and the damage coming through. Where is that bear? They need to stop him jumping up to the trees. The bear isn't there. He's going to get out okay, and everybody from NIP is going to get out okay. They only lose... Well, they lose 2, but they only lose the supports for this, so they're going to be absolutely fine with how this went down. And they get the buyback out from the Templar Assassin. A real win condition opened up for NIP right now.
Exactly. Like, now Final Tribe... And the problem is, Final Tribe would like to abuse these respawn timers, but they know they don't have any buybacks, so I don't think they're going to do anything. They're going to rely on the next Roshan, and as we talked about, I do think that their lineup falls off pretty quickly, and this Juggernaut is trying to become a god. He's already top net worth, and yep. Let's see the respawn timer. We need about 1.5 minutes. If they get unlucky, it might be a situation where they just cannot Rosh because NIP is too strong.
Yeah, without their Dark Series being such a key factor in these fights. Is his Centaur even alive? I don't even think his Centaur's alive.
I don't think he has one. But, yeah, could go for... Could find one. Let's see if there's any Centaurs alive. There's one on the Radiant side. Centaur quest. Yeah, there's 2 Centaurs on the Radiant side. One Tomato on the Dire. No Centaurs, dude. Feels bad. On the Dire.
I'm sure we'll get one eventually. Quick pause out from the Juggernaut here. I'm gonna spot a lag just to...
Some Kali.
55 seconds till this Roshan timer is revealed to us. Of course, not revealed to the teams. They all have no idea.
Alright, so the Necros did get a Ghost Scepter. The Juggernaut with his Moon Shard. Pretty interesting that he goes for this. I guess I wonder if the bonus Night Vision has anything to do with it. I actually don't think so, but... I do like Moon Shard on like Sniper because you already have that very high night vision, higher than the heroes, and then the Moon Shard makes it even higher. You can attack everyone. Monkey King with this basher. Oh, there's just side of eyes on the TA.
Ooh, that's a nice scaling item actually, giving her some hard lockdown. So it's got the meld bash hit at 25, so that's also really pleasant for her. Anybody else hitting on 25? I imagine Jug has it. Yeah, Fada, we've already seen the ring range. Jug does not have it actually, so I imagine he goes for the 600 health. He just wants to transcend to godlike status. The Omni Slashes, I don't know, he's got so much attack speed that the 1 second of Omni Saturation does give him a hell of a lot. But
yeah, really.
I don't know how you pass up on 600 health
it's like,
when you've only got 2000 HP. Like, it's a lot. And he's got so much
30%
armor as well.
Oh, Roshi's up in there going for
He's
it.
immediately up. What was that timer? Like 5 seconds? Goodness.
Yeah, that was
They need
pretty
to get
fast.
over here quickly. There's no response. Final try. They're going to lose Roshan. They're going to lose Refresher Shard. They're going to lose absolutely everything.
As I said, Final Tribe, they're just going to lose this game. They were, that good advantage was not enough. They, clearly didn't do enough to win this game.
Cheese? Cheese? Hello?
Hello? My golem? You cannot get the cheese?
He wants it, doesn't he? He's like, well, I could grab this.
What is happening?
Tonight, Fada's coming. Oh, okay, Fada's not coming. What is Fada doing here?
Okay, my golem. Okay. What? How is this? Okay.
TA grabs it. NIP, forget the cheese. Easily done. But yeah. Or maybe it was a bait, I don't know.
Tiny actually has a Moonshard as well. Jesus, that Tiny's farm, dude. He's actually almost surpassing the Necro.
Hanskin is money right now, but they've got this Observer Ward. They're going to get this kill into Hanskin, I think, unless he's got some serious plays. What? Oh my god! Did you see how close that impale was, dude? Oh my god. Hanskin just avoids everything. What a god, actually.
Okay.
We have it, though. We have the Enfeeble talent. We got there. PPD reached 25. Sorry, 20.
Right.
Not 25. Getting ahead of myself.
That's minus 225 attack speed.
Ace did go for the 600 health, by the way.
Nice. I agree.
Extra impale damage on Nyx Assassin.
He actually has a basher in the backpack.
Because
of
Impale damage over Spiked Carapace reflective damage against a TA. Not sure how I feel about that, honestly.
I mean, you do clear the waves faster, I guess.
True.
And TA does have fraction.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take it.
Alright, so they did get 1 lane of barracks. They did find one, actually all tier 2 towers on the side of Final Tribe. 33 smoked up. Ooh, that bear could be in trouble.
Yeah, they're going to go for him here. He's just going to get chunked down. That's going to be a resummon for Frost. An ideal situation. Get that bad boy.
Not a good scenario.
SAP. They're just attacking the tier 4. They want to fight them, force them into a fight here. TH, she is TPing back onto this one, but there's a Wukong's command coming out. Darkseer's in some trouble right now. second BKB is available from Fada as well, as PPD is actually brought down on the backlines. Final Tribe just fighting on the back, but they are going to be able to take down the Darkseer. Darkseer does have buyback. He's going to use it immediately. The Ancient is exposed, though. They need to do something about this, but they've got the shackles out. Ira is taking damage from Saxa as well. Chessie getting in, trying to do the damage to Fada here, but he's not doing much. And there's a second Wukong's coming out. Fada's just fighting up to the front here. Ira is already dead, and Reaper's side going to come down the bear, and that is the second bear gone. No bear for the Lone Druid, unless he's got the Refresher Orb, which he does certainly not, as Hanskin jumping in, trying to do the damage right now, but the Round of Strike coming out. NIP are fighting, and they are winning. Templar Assassin getting so very low. Hanskin trying to fight it up. The Avalanche onto 4. It's nice, but is it nice enough? It doesn't seem to be. Chessie and Hanskin are dead. No buyback on Chessie either. NIP, though, they're actually turning it around onto Frost as well. Frost hasted away from this one, but now going to get jumped upon. The Primal Spring comes out from Fada, and he will smack down Frost. Frost dies once, trying to come back into this one as Hanskin jumps in for the pickoff onto Saxa, but now they back themselves away. The 4-man defense, but without the bear, so it's kind of more like a 3.5-man defense. Frost is trying to do what he can, but they're targeting down Tiny right now. They realize who the big boy is. Reaper side comes out. That's not enough damage to take down Hanskin. Hanskin can make it back to the base, but they need to do something. The Ancient is going to fall if they don't. Era is
don't
here.
have creeps, though.
Hex. They're jumping in with the Avatos combo, trying to bring down Ace, trying to bring down Fada, trying to bring down anybody as the shackles come out onto the Monkey King. They're buying so much time, but it's still 80 seconds until TA's back. Backdoor has kicked in. Rest of NIP going to make sure it comes in as Aaron Frost are dead, and it looks like this might be it. They'll get to work. Hanskin trying to help out, trying to bring down Ace, trying to do something, but he's got an Aegis anyway. The game is over. Final Tribe, they had a great lead. They looked like they were going to do it, and unfortunately, Final Tribe do fall. NIP with a great turnaround. They just play around the Roche pit, and Final Tribe, you can't let Roshan go like that. That was honestly the biggest part of them losing this game.
Yeah, that Roshan and the fight where they bought back and just died, trying to push the bottom, the last lane of barracks. That was so costly for them. They wasted like 2 or 3 buybacks, then they got that lane of barracks middle. They forced the TA buyback. That was pretty rough. Now overall, I think they executed pretty well their draft. You know, that Lone Druid had such a bad game, but still was able to come back. But NIP, they're just pretty good. You know, they just outplay them strategically.
Yep, and not a huge advantage. I mean, you know, just peaking around to like maybe 12,000, 13,000 net worth for Final Tribe, but then NIP, they pull it back. They take a couple of good fights. They take Roshan, and that is all it takes in the late game to turn a game around. A 52-minute romp, but NIP do come out on top, and that will finish Final Tribe off with a 2-0. But it is not over for the Final Tribe. They are not out of this qualifiers just yet. Because they made it to the playoffs, they've got one more chance. Another best-of-3 series versus the losers of Alliance versus Arkan City Esports. If you're wondering how that game's going, you can head over to the other channel. I'm not sure if it's over yet. It might be. We're going to jump across to a short break, and then we're going to be back with that game. So it's going to be the Final Tribe versus a loser of Alliance versus Arkan City Esports. My name is Nomad. He has been Bowie. If you joined the cast, and please do throw us a follow on Twitter. We're going to be back very soon with the next game. See you in a bit.